Hey guys, welcome to another week of After Hour Gaming Leagues tournament. We are in week 7 already. As you all know by now, my name is Desi Fresh. We're going to watch a game played between two undefeated teams actually, from what I've heard. It's going to be Epic and Amazon Prime. As far as I know, I believe both of these teams are undefeated. So, hopefully we get a really nice match coming up from them. We can already see some level 1 plays coming out from the Amazon Prime team. They were just hanging around in that top lane tri-bush just to see if they could spawn someone out. Let's get some introductions going as well. So for the Epic team, the top lane, it's going to be Crap in on Nar. Then in the jungle, it's going to be Dio Diesel on Jarvan. Then in that mid lane, it's going to be I Love Llamas on Cassidy. Then that bottom lane, it's going to be Tosh and AHGL playing Graves and Annie. Well, actually, it's going to be Annie and Graves. That's the way I said it. Then on the red side for Amazon Prime, it's going to be Black Mamba on Maokai. Then in that jungle, it's going to be I Am Jeff on Nocturne. The mid lane is going to be Chimney Beans on Oriana. And finally, it's going to be Callista and Janna, played by Freckle and Peckle. That's a cute name. They definitely duo together, guys. It's confirmed. Wow. Both of those junglers starting on the blue buffs. It's actually a bit of a surprise to see junglers start where they're start opposite their bottom lane. You usually get a better leash when you start wherever your bottom lane is starting, if it's going to be a lane swap, then the top side, and if it's not going to be lane swap standard lanes, then the bottom side. And it also puts them at a bit of a disadvantage because you usually don't ever see ganks happening towards that bottom lane. So by the time Jarvan Diesel finishes up that first clear, then there's really a small... He's really only mid lane to gank. You can always look for something in that bottom lane, especially since Freckle and Peckle are pushing HGL and Tosh pretty heavily. You know, he could actually probably get something out. But it's pretty hard to actually get that gank off onto Callista because of the Sentinel. And that lane matchup's gonna be really it's fairly weird. I don't really see Callista too much, so the matchup is fairly unknown to me. I believe that lane relies heavily on Annie and locking down that Callista so Graves can put down the damage. But they are just continuing to put down the aggression. Not too much poke is being traded, but oh, there it is. Freckle gets stunned up, and the buckshots coming out from HGL, they're going to take a lot of damage. Even the Rend puts Tosh down to half health, so a lot of the retaliation damage went down onto that Annie. You know, Isla Llamas just sticking in the... Oh, there it is, in that bottom lane. Pekko gets stunned up by Tosh. He's going to flash and go for the ignite. He's not going to be able to get it. It's going to be ticking, but he's not going to get it. The heal was used by Freckle as well. So, definitely, the HGL and Tosh, they're taking control of that lane again. Unfortunately for the Annie, the ignite is going to be down. The exhaust is still up for Peckle as well. There it is, ganking that mid lane. Dio Diesel takes a tower shot, but they're going to go onto that Oriana regardless. I Am Jeff not able to keep that mid laner alive. He's trying to get that kill. There's a Dragon Strike. It's going to miss. And ooh, I Love Llama is taking so much damage. He almost fell to it. Tosh gonna be taking those Sentinels. Oh, 3 in a row. So much gold. He's got to be sappy for himself. But really well played by that Epic team. They got a kill onto that Oriana. Nocturne not able to retaliate off of it. Meanwhile, on that top lane, Black Mamba just pushing out that Nar. All he has to do is just survive. once he hits that Meganar form, he actually can duel fairly well with the Maokai. We actually even may see a early Spirit Visage, or at least a Spectre's Calc come out just for some resistance. Fairly even in terms of CS so far, not just the gold differential, only from the First Blood in that mid lane. It even went over onto Kassadin, so he could start snowballing out of control. Level 6. Let's actually check that out right now. Level 6. He's getting there, about halfway. Chimney Beans, the way his level has been progressing, though, he should be able to get that first. Right now, it's back to how it was before. Tosh trying to put some poke down in that bottom lane with Freckle and Peckle just continuing to push that lane in their favor. There it is. Black Mamba going in down onto Crapau. He's gonna use that Gnar to swipe him away. Black Mamba's out of mana actually. Can the Gnar pick up a kill? It doesn't look as though he will be able to, and Black Mamba walking away from this, but here comes Jarvan Diodiesel looking to go for it. He is just going to be met by that Nocturne. Nothing right there. I Love Llamas, on the other hand, putting a lot of damage down onto Chimney Beans. Tosh getting down to, he is down to half health. There's Peckle finally hitting a level 6. They still have quite a bit off. HGL, though, doing a lot of damage. The buckshot even came out. Tosh taking very minimal aggression. Both the supports in a fairly weak position, especially without any summoners up. They'll need to watch out. Ignite is available for Tosh with the exhaust available for Peckle, so they could still turn it around. They're just trying to get to level 6, so Tosh can most likely burst them down long and hard enough for HGL to get the kill. I'm surprised to see that blue buff was actually taken by Jeff, not giving it over to that Orianna. He definitely could have used that against the Kassadin just to keep him at bay and force them to not roam, which is definitely something you want to do against the Kassadin. Jeff finally reeling himself in that bottom lane, just gonna put very minimal damage down onto HGL. But now with 3 members, they know that they have the numbers advantage. They could actually easily go for a dragon if they wanted to, even forcing away HGL, but it doesn't look as though they're going to go for it. They'll just be content with farming it up. Both, that Kalista needs to go back soon. They know that HGL went back. He's going to be picking up an item, so they don't want to grab a disadvantage in that lane. They're both fairly even in terms of CS, so most likely we actually could see the Runons coming out from Freckle. Gnar, though, taking a lot of aggression from Maokai. Pretty smart, just not going very far onto that Gnar. He doesn't want to get caught by the Mega Gnar. There it is. I Love Llamas going in. Puts a lot of damage. Meanwhile, in that top lane, Crapau, gets the swipe down onto Black Mamba, but here comes Nocturne with the Paranoia. There's not a lot for that Gnar to do, and he is going to fall. Killed going over to Jeff. There it is, pushing Chimney Beans in that lane. Now they know that Nocturne revealed himself in that top lane. They just immediately go for that dragon. Here comes Black Mamba. Gonna teleport over to that dragon pace. It's gonna get so low, but there's a smite on point for DOD. So Cataclysm straight on to Kalista. He's not gonna get the kill because it's going over to that Graze with the collateral damage. Meanwhile, Kassadin, I believe he picked up a kill for himself as well onto the Maokai. So kills going exactly where Epic wants them to go. They're just going to continue dominating this early. They lost the kill in the top lane, but they pick up a dragon and 2 kills as well. Really nicely played by Epic. Peckle trying to keep AHGL off of that tower, but with the addition of Tosh, it's going to be really hard to defend it. We can already see the Runon's Hurricanes starting to get built up by Freckle. Fate's Call is available for Freckle, though collateral damage still picking up cooldown. He's actually putting a lot of stacks down onto AHGL. The Rend just going to continue the aggression. Oh, taking a lot of damage. The Monsoon was forced to be used by Peckle to keep that Callista alive. He needs to know that the Burst from Andy has to be there. Crop pile. Going Meganar and putting down some damage onto that tree. We can already see a Rod of Ages being built up. Oh, there it is. Oh, Black Mamba even taking a tower shot, forcing the flash, but Crap Pile has the hop. He's gonna get the kill. He needs to be careful. Diesel catching himself there in lane, using Cataclysm. He's gonna knock away the Janet from that stage, but the Tibbers going down for the stun. Diesel taking to the tower just long enough for them to pick up a kill onto Callista. AHGL, I believe, took that kill. No, it didn't. Actually went over to Diesel. Doesn't matter. Kill going over onto Jarvan is still something you gotta be afraid of. 5-1 right now by the 12-minute mark. Nothing too big that this Amazon team cannot come back from. But Chimney Beans not having the best of the time in that lane against Kassadin. I am Jeff. Came a little bit too late too. Going in. Oh, he's going to use the Rift Rock, and the Ignite's going to be taken. The shield is going to be used by Orianna as well, but it's not going to keep her alive. I Love Llama is going to Rift Rock over that wall. Flash going to be used by I Am Jeff. Unfortunately for Kassadin, he will not be able to escape. Really well timed gang. Oh, there it is. Freckle getting caught out by the stun by Annie. Collateral damage will be used for AHGL as well to quickly clean up Callista. Diesel and Crap Pile making their way to that mid lane. They're going to put a lot of damage onto that tower. It doesn't seem as though they'll be able to take it. Callista needs to be careful. You cannot get caught out like that and give Graves free gold. That Gnar Jarvan combo, they're going to be taking that tower, and I just realized they have the Narvin combo. Let's see if they. I'm gonna be so happy to see if they can pull it off, because you never see the Narvin combo getting pulled out effectively, being used effectively in a non-competitive format. It's so rare to see. Even this can, I guess, this could be considered competitive, but I'm sure these teams don't practice as much as teams such as like TSM or even GE Tigers. So if they can effectively pull out the Narvin combo, I'll be so happy. Meanwhile, that south lane, I Love Llamas just gonna Rift Walk straight onto Black Mamba to get that kill. And a lot of Magi resist being built by that Gnar, which is actually a pretty smart call to defend against the Orianna and Maokai. Diesel goes in onto I Am Jeff. Cataclysm coming down. AHGL picks up the kill. Nocturne was not expecting the Prince of Demacia right there. Orianna now trying to escape the Gnar. He's about to go Mega, but he's not going to go just yet. He's going to stay at that nice little Yordle for now. There it is. The Rage meter has become full. Right now, AHGL is going for the Infinity Edge build, which is definitely a smart call. He's just going to continue putting so much damage onto what in a team fight. To be honest, the Bloodthirster build is not really seen as often after the nerfs that it received. So Infinity Edge is usually the go-to item. In terms of Bloodthirster, anytime that you see an AD carry go with that, you can kind of expect a fast push to come out from them. It allows you to tank up the towers a little bit just for a little bit. because of the overshield, but it's a really specific kind of build, and if it doesn't work out, then you fall behind in terms of damage. There's the Renowned Hurricane by Freckle right there. So he'll just be getting the Ren stacks in the team fight, and hopefully he'll be able to clean up kills with that. Dragon is alive. Both of the teams have yet to make movements towards it, but they have vision around it. Diesel needs to be careful. AHGL actually going to be caught out. Exhaust going down onto him. There's the Paranoia going to be used. AHGL. I am Jeff. Going over that wall. That is... Whoa! That is interesting. He just jumped over that wall. He just walked over that wall. That was insane. Freckle going to get stunned up by the Tibbers. Diesel picking up the kill right there. And here comes I Love Llamas with the Rift Walk, forcing Peckle away. Not going to be able to get the kill. I am Jeff taken away from the fight as well. They catch out AHGL. They don't manage to get the kill. And they even lose out on the Dragon. I just want to go back to that point where I am Jeff just walked over the wall. That is so insane. I've never seen that before. Meanwhile, Gnar caught out in a really really unfortunate situation. He doesn't have Mega Gnar available, but Black Mamba, he's too weak. Here comes the kill for the Gnar. Flash auto attack and the boomerang toss to cut down the tree. I Love Llamas going in onto Chimney Beans. The stun is going to connect from Tosh. Well, it is going to connect. It's a point-click stun. There's a shockwave, though, putting a lot of damage onto Tosh. I Love Llamas going in, diving underneath that tower, getting the kill. As a result of that, he does take quite a bit of damage, but there's very little retaliation from the red team. They're in no position to continue defend this push. I Love Llamas actually may be forced away from this. There's the teleport going to be used by Gnar as well to the bottom lane. Oh, Diesel going in, trying to get the knockup onto I Am Jeff. Maokai will show his face there and force him away. The rest of blue team, they'll be taken away from that objective. They do have the advantage in terms of tower. Both of the outer towers in the mid and bottom lane are down. I guess the next objective would be that top lane, and that's exactly where they're headed. Very little in terms of vision coverage, though. They need to be careful. Maokai getting caught out. There's the Summon Tibbers and the knock-up from Jarvan. Cataclysm is available for them, but here comes the rest of the red team for the follow-up. Diesel needs to be careful as well as Tosh. There's the stun going down onto Black Mamba, but that is not the member you wanted to put it on. There it is. Freckle is taking the first kill. Here, Diesel, he's on the sidelines. There is Cassidy going in, trying to force the Orianna away, but there's a Chilling Smite to shut down the Jarvan. AHGL even forced away as well. He's taking a lot of damage from those spears. Paranoia will be used, and looks as though this Amazon team are coming back into this game, cleaning up the fight with 0 casualties. They pick up 3 kills for themselves, and now they're going to continue pushing that mid lane. Tosh, catching out the Nocturne. Spell Shield will be used to keep himself alive. He would have been alive regardless, but you don't want to get stunned out by a little girl. I'm surprised to see that they didn't go for the Scuttle Crab when it was available. We actually haven't seen them kind of prioritize the Scuttle Crab. Neither of the teams have really prioritized Scuttle Crab as a kind of objective. That's essentially 80 gold for your jungler, 50 gold for anyone else. You want to give that up too lightly. They're going to try and take this tower down. Dio Diesel taking a lot of damage. Just going to EQ over that wall. Keep himself alive after they take it. Tosh, though, going in. Gets a nice stun. He's still going to be taken down by Chimney Beans. Now, Gnar in a really bad spot. Mega Gnar almost available. He's going to get that swipe onto 4 members. And Isle of Llamas, he's not going to go in. I Am Jeff is taken so low. If his team was there for the follow-up, that would have been so good. That was a great... Man, that was a great ultimate, Gnar ultimate, onto essentially the entire Amazon team, but with no follow-up, they weren't able to capitalize on it. It was really unfortunate. Well, Dale Diesel, sticking with the front line, he has that Randuin, now the Ruby Crystal, and makes me think it's going to go for the Spectre Scout, most likely build into a Banshee's Veil. Majaya's getting picked up by Peckle. He hasn't died yet, so we actually see how many stacks he has. He has about 7 stacks, so he's only had that for a little while, at least in that previous fight. So we'll still slowly start to stack up, but if he ends up dying, then not going to be the best call. It's going to rely so heavily on positioning, which is a really strange situation to pick it up in, since she's the one that's soul-bounded to Callista. So when Fate's Call is used, she's essentially going to be in the middle of the team, which is a really dangerous spot. And picking up a Giant actually may prove a bit of a sink for them. Sink for her. Specifically, 5 members of the Amazon team in that top lane. They're just going to take down that tower and back away. They just want that nice boost in gold. What they don't know is they're just going to be walking through a ward field. And the Epic team, they know exactly where this Amazon team is. They're all headed to the dragon. It's going to be up in 20 seconds. No vision coverage around that area for either team just yet. Right now, the Amazon team putting down some sorry about that. Putting down some immediate coverage, but that will be cleared away almost instantaneously. Scuttle Crab, unfortunately, they were not able to retrieve that. The Amazon team. There's the minion. There's the seedling going down just for vision, and now a ward as well. It's gonna be cleared away as well. We see 3 sweepers, 1 more sweeper left for the Epic team. Right now, they have Mega Gnar available. This would be the time for Epic to fight. If they cannot, if the Amazon team fights with this Gnar, it's going to be really deadly. There it is. Swipe going to get down onto 2 people. I Am Jeff still alive after all of this, but they take out the Orianna almost instantaneously. AHGL still untouched throughout this entire fight, as well as Callista, though. She's actually taken down by the Cassin. She was walking in a little bit too closely to him. And the last 2 members are going to be Peckle and Black Mamba. AHGL going in, but that is not a situation you want to be in. You do not want to fight that tree just yet. He's going to look for a kill onto Gnar. That was the most immediate member that was closest to die. Unfortunately, he will not be able to get it. This is a flash going to be used by the Gnar. He's looking for the last auto attack to pick up the kill, but here comes Dio Diesel. Can he get it? No, he can't. He doesn't want to get it. They'll be content with the 4 kills they picked up. Almost an ace, but not just yet. AHGL still alive after all of that. That's interesting, actually. Did he pick it up? Nope. Okay. I saw the elixir, the red elixir, being bought by I Love Llamas, but it seems as though he just returned it. Misclick right there. It's really difficult for that Amazon team. The Mega Gnar came out so well because they would have been forced through that choke. The Amazon team, they were forced to go through that choke point while Mega Gnar was still available. So they had to either fight right there with the Mega Gnar or give up Dragon, wait for Meganar to go down, and then try and capitalize off of that. Either way, it was kind of a lose-lose situation for Amazon Prime, which is really unfortunate. That was a really nice, well-timed Meganar by Crap Pile. Well, ooh, gonna be caught out by that Nocturne. He's gonna go Meganar, and there's Swiping's gonna hit Chimney Beans as well. He'll be taken down by Isle of Llamas. There it is. Freckle getting it stunned up by Toshin. There's a Cataclysm to get the kill. Crap Pile gonna be aggressed upon by that Nocturne, but he's still alive after all this. But now he's in a little weak Meganar form, and he's gonna be taken down by that Maokai. Isle of Llamas continue the aggression down onto I Am Jeff, waiting for that wrist walk to go back down to about 60 mana. He's gonna get the kill right there. Still not a full ace for the Epic team. Janna, the last surviving member, yet to die, but she's just going to have to watch this Baron go over to the Epic team, unless she can pull out a steal with the Howling Gale. Let's see if it does end up happening. Oh, nope, there it is. Cassidy jumping over the wall down onto Peckle. He picks up a kill onto Dial Diesel, but there's Graves to secure the Baron. Howling Gale going to be used as well. I Love Llamas is out of mana. They will not be able to get it. Here comes three members, Freckle and Chimney Beans. They're going for something. I Love Llamas is out of mana. He has the Baron buff, but does he have enough to escape? He doesn't give regeneration anymore. The speed buff being given over by Chimney Beans. They're going to have to let him get away. They have to deal with these Baron up minions now. That was a really dangerous situation for Peckle. He's yet to die though, which is really impressive, especially since this team has been aced, essentially aced twice. Not really an ace though. Got to get the fill kill. They take control of blue team's. Oh, there it is. Dial Diesel with the smite. They take control of the jungle. There's the flash going to be used and going down onto Freckle. Cataclysm is available, but it's not going to go down onto AHGL. There it is. It's going down onto Chimney Beans with no flash. He's going to be made quick work of by AHGL. A double kill onto him already. Now Black Mamba going to get slowed up by Tosh. He's just going to use his dash. Gone out to AHGL. Triple kill for this Graves. Ping's going down onto that Nocturne. They're going to try and stop this back. Can they get it? No, he will not be able to escape. He is going to be made quick work of. I Love Llamas taking the kill because AHGL, he was content with taking down a ward kill, buffing up that CS number. The standard mindset of an 80 carry. Buff my own CS. What is team? Well, with the Baron buff, and they're just gonna go down onto Freckle. They're not gonna even let me talk anymore. They're just gonna pick up another kill right there. With the Baron buff, they're gonna make quick work of that inhibitor tower. This inhibitor will fall as well. Oh, stun going down onto that Orianna. Black Mamba there for the follow-up. They're gonna go down onto Tosh, taking a lot of damage, and he actually falls to I Am Jeff. Now Isle of Llamas, can he escape? He has the mana. Zhonya's gonna be used. The knocker from Dio Diesel will be there as well. Meanwhile, AHGL is alive, trying to get the kill onto that Janna. He's not able to get it. Meanwhile, Black Mamba alive after all of this. I Love Llamas going in over that wall with the Rift Walk. Can he get it? The last charge gonna be used, and he gets the kill with his Q. I don't know the name, unfortunately. Well, right now, can Freckle defend it with no front line available? I Am Jeff still down. They're just going to duel this out. AHGL taking up that tower. He needs to be careful. There's a shockwave. It's only going to catch out that Gnar, though. Very little damage right there. They can just move on over to that bottom lane with the towers already taking a lot of minion damage. There it is. Dio Diesel going over. They're going to be able to make quick work of it. And I Love Llamas making movements to that top lane, but he will not be able to get that. Dragon is back up, but not a lot that this Amazon Prime team can do. They lost that mid inhibitor, and they're just in a disarray. They're just in disarray right now. They have no idea what to do. Black Mamba is so far behind at this point. That's a really interesting item from Crapal. He picks up a frozen mallet. And I don't know about you guys, but that's a really gold inefficient item. I don't believe it's the most golden efficient, but it's pretty golden efficient. You do get quite a bit of health, and your auto attacks do slow. But you use, in terms of a Giant's Belt item, or I believe it, yeah, Giant's Belt item, you usually see something such as a Randuin's or even a Warmog's come out from Nar. You never see Frozen Mallet. But I think his team's so far ahead. I think he can just pick up a random item if you wanted to. Alright, you can see him out dueling that, not out dueling, just poking out that Nocturne. AHGL pushing that minion wave for his team over. You can already see that Tosh and I Love Llama setting up that flank right there. They're going to go in, but Tosh taking a lot of damage. There's the Cataclysm going to be used by Diesel. He's yet to fall, and there it is. Swipe going to lock down onto Chimney Beans. He's still alive after all of this, and a Shockwave locking down onto two members. Tosh takes down the Kalista single-handedly. Here comes HK on the sideline. Picks up a kill for himself. I Am Jeff gets a double kill as well. Taking up the count to the Nami, but Crap Pile will be finishing off the fight for a double kill. Peckle, can he survive? He's undead. He has not died. He has not died yet. I didn't speak fast enough, guys. He finally dies after 32 minutes. They're gonna take down that top lane inhibitor tower as well as the inhibitor. They can actually take out a Nexus tower, I believe so. HGL takes down towers very quickly. There it is. That tower is gonna fall. HGL will be escaping after a nice day's work. Freckle cannot fight Graves. What an insane match. Amazon Prime, they just need to try and turtle. They're not looking too good. They could have the combination of, they have the shockwave combination of a Maokai and Orianna, or even the Maokai, or even the Nocturne and Orianna. They can try and set up a fight so they pick up key targets such as the Annie, the Graves, and the Cassidon. But if they can't get it, then it's really bleak. There it is. I'm Jeff just gonna reveal himself along with Freckle. They waited a little bit too long. Diesel and Annie were the prime targets right there, but they're not gonna fall for it. They have that top lane pushing in their favor. Oh, I Love Llama is actually gonna be caught out by Black Mamba. Shockwave putting a lot of damage down onto him. He's just going to use the Rift Talk away. Chimney Beans gonna take a lot of damage from Tosh. Even being forced away. Tosh gone in by Black Mamba. Can he stay alive after all of this? HGL not able to do it. Meanwhile, Cataclysm going down, allowing I Love Llama to get a double kill. Now he's gonna try and fight out I Am Jeff, but it's not going to do much but secure his death. 2 members for the price of 4. They can just end this game right now. It looks as though Epic has won this match between Amazon Prime, and they will stay undefeated. Unfortunately, Amazon Prime will have to add a 1 to their loss score. Well played by both teams. I hope you guys enjoyed this cast. Please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel whenever you are informed whenever I put out another video. And I hope you guys stay tuned for another match.